Are you looking for a pistol that can do all for you? From self defense over home defense all the way to hunting? Well, look no further. Here are some of the best options available on the market. Number 10, the Glock 19. Well, let's face it, you cannot make a list about the best pistols of any kind without also having a Glock in the mix. Here it is the Glock 19 in 9mm, as it is about do-all guns. The Glock 19 is small enough to be carried concealed, but still big enough to give you a good feeling, firepower, accuracy, and of course, capacity. You can use the magazine specifically made for it, giving you a capacity of 15 plus 1, or the magazine, the Glock 17, and even a variety of other mags. You can get capacities of 33 plus 1 with a really long stick mag, or even 50 plus 1 if you use a drum mag. Apart from the capacity, what makes the Glocks, including the Glock 19, great is the reliability and ergonomics. They just feel right in your hand, and getting hits on target is very easy. Thanks to the minimalistic controls, you get a clean look and a snag-free draw. Using it is stupidly simple, so you do not have to remember to disengage the thumb safety or get a perfect hold to disengage the grip safety. Load the magazine, rack the slide point, and pull the trigger. It cannot be simpler. It comes with an accessory rail for lasers or lights, and it's ready to accept optics. It's proven itself time and again, including with different law enforcement agencies and militaries, so that you can trust your own life with it. Number 9, the FNX45 Tactical. The FNX45 Tactical comes with a polymer frame and a capacity of 15 plus 1 rounds. Interesting enough, it managed to get this capacity with a big caliber with 45 ACP. It comes with a threaded barrel and suppressed height Trijicon night sights, as 45 ACP is out of a handgun with standard loads, usually subsonic. You get a really quiet gun using a suppressor on this beauty. The capacity comes with a downside, as 45 ACP cannot be called small. You get a pretty big grip to make space for the magazine well. Some people might find it actually hard to get a good hold of this gun while shooting. What's made worse by the recoil produced by the 45 ACP, it comes optics ready, and there is a rail in front of the trigger guard for some accessory. Number 8, the 1911. No list about do-all pistols would be complete without a 1911 on it. There's a ton of choices out there, and that alone is proof of how great this gun is. It's been around for 111 years and keeps running and running. It's so popular that you get it in different sizes, from full size to micro. For example, in the form of the Kimber Triari, in different calibers, including, of course, the 45 ACP, but also 9mm. What makes this gun so great? There's first and foremost its reliability. Maintain it regularly, and you can be sure that it goes bang when you pull that trigger. Pull this together with the fact that it is a piece of history and comes in a great look, and you have an ideal cocktail for success on the handgun market. Some might think that it makes it a little less desirable to carry, but it is exactly this weight that makes it so fun to shoot. Weights soak up recoil. Also, the single-action trigger is much better than what you get, for example, in a striker-fired pistol. When it comes to magazine capacity, it lacks a little bit, but you can still get a lot of firepower using the right caliber, which would, of course, be the 45 ACP. Also, do not forget the quality and craftsmanship you get with this gun. Being single-stack, it's also slimmer than other pistols. Number 7, Smith & Wesson 686 Plus. The Smith & Wesson 686 is a revolver, so no autoloader. Some might say that revolvers are not pistols, as pistols nowadays mostly refer to semi-automatics or even automatic guns. However, look back in the old days when there was nothing else, and a revolver was a perfectly normal pistol. This revolver is chambered in .357 Magnum. It is a plus variant of the 686 and has a capacity of 7 rounds. Thanks to its chambering and the characteristics of a revolver, it can also shoot 38 Special and 38 Special plus P rounds. This gives you some great choices. You get a very strong round to defend yourself with, some lighter rounds for training or for family members who have problems with too much recoil, and you may have it easier to find ammo if you're forced to wander the wasteland after an apocalypse. Choose a longer barrel if you want more power and accuracy, or choose a 3-inch barrel if it's concealability that you want. As a revolver, it's very accurate from the beginning and also very reliable. With the .357 Magnum, you even get the same power level as a 9mm shot out of a pistol caliber carbine with a 16-inch barrel, making this do-all handgun into a veritable survival gun that can really do all when called upon. Buying this great gun might cost you a little bit more, but keep in mind that revolvers last you a very long time. They just keep running, so that it's a great investment. That holds especially true for home defense guns that, once loaded, are put into the gun save or nightstand and still go bang after years if needed. Number 6, the Ruger LCRX 357 Magnum 3-inch barrel. If you need the firepower of a revolver chambered in .357 Magnum and get a wheel gun with some weight, it's a home defense gun that might be okay, but for concealed carry and for survival, every ounce counts. Here the LCR-X from Ruger shines. While the LCR is already very lightweight, you do not get an external hammer. That means you do not get the chance to fire in single action. With the X model, you get an external hammer, while the cylinder has a capacity of only 5 rounds. You do get a revolver that is overall very light. The 3-inch barrel helps to keep the power of the .357 Magnum up. Number 5, Smith & Wesson M&P 9M 2.0. The Smith & Wesson M&P M2.0 is made to be a carry gun. You get a capacity of 17 plus 1 9mm rounds, without too big a size or too much of weight. This makes it concealable within limits and comfortable enough to have it on you all the time. The factory trigger is very good with a short pull, crisp break, and short reset. Overall, the gun comes with a great quality and the reliability that comes with it. It has been adopted by several law enforcement agencies, proving that it is absolutely worth its money. The grip comes with a good texture, giving you a great purchase, but not too much so that it does not feel like you are holding sandpaper. It also features serrations at the front of the slides and a manual safety. Number 4, the Walther Q4. The Walther Q4 is a very practical gun, being big enough to get you the right accuracy and power, but also small and light enough to carry it concealed. It comes with a capacity of 15 plus 1 rounds of 9mm. Being a Walther, it just shoots great. The recoil management is no challenge at all, so that you can bring a great number of rounds on target in a short amount of time. Number 3, the Canique TP9DA. The Canique TP9DA comes with a capacity of 18 plus rounds in 9mm and a barrel length of a little over 4 inches, making it great when it comes to firepower. It's super reliable and comes with a super factory trigger, outdoing even most aftermarket systems. Thanks to it, you get an almost unmatched accuracy if you know what you're doing with this gun. Still, it's small and light enough to be concealable. It is striker fired, but at the same time double action, featuring a decocker. This means your first trigger pull will be long and heavy, but after that, you get some nice single action shots. Also, you can set this trigger, and it comes with very little reset. Number 2, the Beretta M9A3. Beretta is known for its quality guns, and the M9A3 chambered in 9mm is no exception. It made it into the military for a reason. Its oversized cut on the top of the slide makes for an easy ejection, and with it a great reliability. Its capacity is 17 plus 1, so you do not feel undergun. You can attach accessories like a light or a laser in front of the trigger guard. The barrel is threaded to accept suppressors, and the sights are suppressor height, making it even easier for you. As a dual gun, you can also carry it concealed. However, given its size and capacity, it might not actually be comfortable to do so. Being all metal, it's also not exactly light, but the weight does help with recoil control. There have been reports about it not being super reliable and parts breaking while in use by the military, but you have to see the context. These guns got a really high round count on them. Often, it were the magazines that were worn out. After using new ones, a gun would run reliably again. Others just had chalked up to so many rounds that breaking parts had to be accepted. On the civilian market, there are normally no issues with the M9A3. Alternatively, you can choose the Beretta 92. You get the same system, but without the features of failures and parts breaking. Also, it's got a capacity of just 15 plus 1 rounds compared to the 17 plus 1 for the M9A3. Number 1, the HK VP9. The VP9 is a super reliable. It comes with the quality you would expect from HK. It comes with a Cannon gray barrel with a 90,000 round guarantee. On average, you will not shoot that many rounds in your whole life. It comes with a 5-inch barrel and a capacity of 20 plus 1 9mm rounds. The controls are completely ambidextrous, and overall, the ergonomics make it very comfortable to shoot. It's a striker-fired gun. The bore axis sits a little bit high, but this does not mean the shooting unpleasant or less accurate. The recoil management is more than easy, and you just have to point the gun at the target to instantly get a perfect sight picture. Follow-ups are no problem at all, as there is almost no muzzle rise. It is a solid choice that can take use and abuse and run practically forever. And there you have it, guys. Some great options when it comes to do-all pistols. If you think we forgot the one or the other, put it into the comments and let us know what makes them so great that they do belong onto this list.